Hey everyone, I'm Sabrina. Welcome to my channel, The Hopeful Minimalist. It's a safe space for handbag admiration. So if you are a handbag lover like I am, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Today's video will probably be pretty quick. I really just wanted to update you all on my Petite Paris East-West dilemma. Last week I received the bag and it had some issues with the stitching, and I couldn't decide if I wanted to return the bag or exchange it or keep it. And for a minute I actually considered keeping it, which was not a very wise contemplation. Never settle for items that don't meet your standards and don't meet your expectations. If this had been a bargain buy, that would be one thing, but Louis Vuitton bags are very seldom a bargain buy, especially if you're buying it directly from Louis Vuitton. It's never worth accepting poor quality. So I don't know what was going through my mind at that moment. I think it was just FOMO, because I ordered a bag back in May and it was the Dune print, the Dune monogram, which I think was kind of a limited edition or a seasonal release maybe. And I know that this pink opal color is limited edition, seasonal, not a part of their permanent colors or colorways. And so I thought if I returned it, it would probably be unavailable and I wouldn't be able to exchange it. I'm really glad I decided to exchange it. I'm really grateful for all of you all's feedback and advice, because it was a resounding send it back. All of you emphasized the price of the Louis Vuitton products, the decline in their quality, and how if you're not happy, send it back. And so I did send it back for an exchange, and I actually would not have been mad if it had gone out of stock. I would have just considered it just not meant to be. So the replacement arrived today and I want to unbox it with you this time so that we can see if we have a better quality bag. Before I get to the unboxing though, I want to quickly share my bag of the day. It's my Dress Up Your Purse mini Boston bag. It's a beautiful pink shade, lovely grained leather and vachetta. And I must say, when I open this bag today, I keep the two straps inside of the dust bag. And when I open the dust bag, the leather, the smell was captivating. It smells so good. So good. But you all know how I feel about Dress Up Your Purse. I don't even have to beat that horse today. I will also say that, funny story, I reached out to Melody, which is the owner of Dress Up Your Purse, and I asked her if she had any plans on releasing a pale pink Paris 15 in the Le Petite size, which is like the East-West version of the Paris 15, and she said that she wasn't. And I asked her that question because I seriously would have considered just getting the Paris 15 version if it came in like a pink opal color. I would have easily decided to purchase the Dress Up Your Purse version of the Petite Paris East-West if she had one coming in that pink color. Hands down, easy decision. Monogram, no monogram, I would have been fine without the empreinte leather. Because I know the quality product that Melody makes, and I would have been completely fine with that. But unfortunately, she doesn't have plans for that right now. So there was a release yesterday, however. The collaboration that Dress Up Your Purse has with Hello Catwalk City included a release of a mini pochette in a very, very pretty pale pink color. I'll link it down below if you're interested in seeing what it looks like. Remember, you can use my code. I think you can use my code on the Hello Catwalk City Dress Up Your Purse collaboration. If you can't use Hopeful, you can always use Hello Catwalk 15 to get 15% off of that purchase. All right, So the moment that I've been waiting for, I think I've already received a text from someone at Louis Vuitton. They actually followed up to see how the quality of this bag is compared to the last one that I received. They want to ensure that I'm fully satisfied with the product, and I can appreciate that. So let me open this box so I can get back to them. So this is the box. I feel like it's been a minute since I had a true unboxing. These unboxings, does anybody else open the box and then you gotta go wash your hands or get wipes because the boxes are so dirty? So I've got to go do that. All right, I've got clean hands. I'm not picking up the dirty box again. So this is what I have inside of my box. It's my receipt, of course. And the box, we all know what it looks like with the ribbon. There should be an apology note in here. I'm kidding. There isn't, I'm quite sure. So I'm not even gonna bother opening that. Here we go. All right, here we have the Petite Paris East West in the rose opal colorway in the empreinte leather. Okay. Looks like there is some plastic on the hardware, which is, so far that's better. I didn't have any plastic on the last hardware. Am I just too critical? I don't know. Does anybody else look over their bags? And that's really rhetorical because I know that we do. I know that those of us in the handbag community look over our bags. So I've just opened this on camera with you, and I mentioned how someone had contacted me earlier today asking how this bag was. Like, they said, I want to follow up. I know you had an issue with your Petite Paris the last time, and I wanted to follow up to make sure that this one was better. I don't know the process that Louis Vuitton has for customer satisfaction, but I'm a pretty quality oriented individual. Actually work in quality, and for me to have this tangent, you already know where this is going. If a customer is not satisfied and I'm reaching out to them to follow up, you could bet your last dollar that I would have done some legwork to ensure that what they got was like A1 quality the second time around. I don't think that was done this time. So I'm not gonna edit. I'm gonna let this be continuous feed because this is how I've opened it with clean hands. I washed my hands and all. The first thing I noticed was that the glazing here on the edge is like missing some paint or missing some color. Let me make sure that focuses. Right here. Okay, so that was the first thing I saw, and I was like, dang, am I looking too closely? All right, then I said, well, let me just keep moving. I opened it, and I opened it to see a spot, like right there on the flap. See that? Right there and right there. What is that? What is that? Okay, so the bag itself, like the stitching looks better than the last one. If you remember, the stitching on this side of the bag had some cracks and it was even torn a little bit. I'm not seeing that again, so that's better, I guess. But there's still a hole, like right there. There's a little tear, and I don't know why. Like, is the bag just prone to that? There's a little tear right there. I mean, this type of inspection should not even be necessary, though. This should have already been done before the bag got to me. And it's really just, I don't know. I can't make any sense of it. Why I have to inspect my bag this way. There's something dirty on the bottom. Look at that. Dirty. Is this another return? Like, is this a problem bag that multiple people are having issues with and that's why they keep returning it? Like, what is the real deal? Am I being punked? Like, that's the only thing I can think of at this point. So there's like a stitch that's like hanging for dear life right there. It doesn't look like it's popped quite yet. It's just loose. I can't make that focus, but oh, it actually is popped. It's a pop stitch right there. Pop stitch. And there's like debris in the bag. It oddly reminds me a lot of the one that I got the first time. There was like some blue colored debris on the inside of it, and I don't know what that was. I just assumed that someone bought it, used it, didn't like it, and returned it. But yeah, there's like debris all on the inside. Like, is that part? Maybe it's the manufacturing process. I don't know. Let's see, where was this one made? This one was made in USA too. So I'm removing the straps just to take a look inside, and that's the debris I'm talking about. Lots of little specks in there. I just can't understand it. Maybe this is just a blessing in disguise. It's like, Sabrina, this bag is not for you, so I'm not letting it work out for you. So I'll go with that. This is the front pocket. You can see the little specks of dust and threads, and whatnot in there, all that debris. And whatever that is, and that there's a crease there, which I wouldn't have harped on that. What would you do? I don't even need to ask that. Not to this handbag community. I don't even need to ask that question. This is the strap, and there's a little plastic still left on one end of it. No plastic on that one though. I just don't know, is it me? I'm trying to imagine me 10 years ago unboxing this bag. If I would have, you know, looked at it as closely, probably not. Learning what I've learned about the different quality issues, I probably would not have looked as closely 10 years ago. Let's look at alignment just for kicks. I think the alignment looks pretty well. I don't usually harp or focus on alignment anyway. This is the back of it. I just can't believe it came with dirt on the bottom of it. I can go to Dillard's up the street right now and probably get my hands on a Coach bag that has factory wrapping on it. No dirt, no remnants of another human being on it. No pop stitches. I'm pretty confident that I could do that if I decided to do that. So clearly I am let down. I had really high expectations for this, especially given that someone actually reached out to me to see how it went this time. Very disappointing. I don't know. Well, obviously I am let down at this presentation, this failed redemption, and I'm going to go and think about what my next step will be. It will more than likely involve sending some pictures or video to whomever contacted me earlier, and then I'll figure out what I want to do, whether it's return it and say, forget it. I'm not going to keep it with the pop stitch, so there really aren't a lot of choices here. So yeah, gosh, what a sad ending. I'm just going to take it as a blessing in disguise. Maybe this is divine intervention, because Melody is going to make me a pale pink late Petite Paris 15. Maybe that's why this keeps happening. It's got to be that, right? Well, I will definitely update you all on how this whole situation turns out, and hopefully you'll join and watch, because with all these negative videos and poor quality, I don't know, I don't want to drive you all away, but I will for sure be back with an update and hope to see you then. Have a great day.